Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I will be making a 2-flavored cheesecake. Half of it will be Oreo and half of it will be Reese's peanut butter. And I was inspired by Tasty's 4-flavored cheesecake video, but thought that 4 would be a little bit too much, so I decided to settle on 2 flavors instead. Let's start out by making the crust. First, you want to take 12 full rectangle graham cracker crusts, put them in a plastic bag, and crush them into crumbs with a rolling pin. After you've done that, you want to add 5 tablespoons of butter and 1 tablespoon of sugar and mix until it forms a wet sand consistency. Pour this mixture into the bottom of a 10-inch cake pan and flatten it with the back of a spoon. Now, in order to make the separation between the 2 different flavors, you want to take a piece of tin foil and wrap it over itself around 20 times. Then you want to cut the edges so that it's the same size as your pan. Once you've measured it to the size of your pan, you want to stick it directly in the middle. You can use a ruler if you're unsure if it's in the middle or not. And then you want to push it down into the graham cracker. Right before placing this in the oven, you want to spray both sides of the tin foil and the inside of the cake pan. Then you want to place it in the oven at 375 degrees for around 10 minutes. While the crust is baking in the oven, let's move on to the cookies and cream part of our cheesecake. You want to take 2 cups of cream cheese, half a cup of sugar, and mix them with a hand mixer. Once combined, you want to add 2 eggs and a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Take 10 Oreos and place them in a Ziploc bag, and again crush them with a rolling pin. This time you don't want them to be crumbs, but you want them to be small chunks. Fold the Oreo chunks into the rest of your batter and set this aside for now. Now let's move on to the Reese's side. Again, you want to take 2 cups of cream cheese, half a cup of sugar, and mix it with a hand mixer. Once combined, you want to add 2 eggs and a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now take this batter that you've formed and split it up evenly between 2 bowls. To one bowl, you're going to add half a cup of melted chocolate chips, and the other bowl you're going to leave plain for now. Now that the crust is out of the oven, it's time to assemble. I started out by pouring the cookies and cream mixture onto one side of the tin foil. For this next part, you might need someone else to help you. I had my brother come and hold the piece of tin foil in the middle for me so that I made sure that the tin foil wouldn't fall over while I was pouring my batter in. Now you want to pour the chocolate batter onto the other side of the tin foil. On top of the chocolate, you want to add the remaining batter, which is the vanilla batter. Place about 1 tablespoon of peanut butter in a plastic bag and microwave it for 7 seconds to soften it up. Then snip the tip and pipe ribbons all along the top of the cheesecake. Once you're satisfied with the amount of peanut butter on top, you want to take a toothpick and swirl it around on top. Now it's time to place the cheesecake in the oven. You want to put it in the oven at 350 degrees for around 40 to 45 minutes. You'll know it's ready when it's firm on the outside but still jiggly on the inside. When you take the cheesecake out, don't worry about cracks on top. We're going to cover that up with a bunch of chocolate and a bunch of peanut butter afterwards. After the cheesecake has cooled for around 30 minutes, you want to place it in the freezer for about 3 hours. Once it's chilled, you can now slowly remove the tinfoil piece from the middle. Run a knife around the outside of your cheesecake and then open and slowly remove your cake pan from your cheesecake. To decorate the top, you'll need some peanut butter in a bag, some dark chocolate in a bag, some white chocolate in a bag, some crushed peanuts, and some crushed Oreos. Additionally, you'll need a bag of whipped cream fitted with a 1M tip. You'll need some halved Reese's cups and some halved Oreos. Let's start off with the Reese's side of the cheesecake. So you want to take a piece of parchment paper, stick it in the middle, and have it leaning over the Oreo side. Take your melted dark chocolate chips and pipe zigzags along the top of this side of the cheesecake. Once you're done with the chocolate, you want to take your bag of peanut butter and also zigzag it in the opposite direction. Take the piece of parchment paper out of the middle and sprinkle your crushed peanuts on top. Now you want to slide a piece of parchment paper in covering the peanut butter half, and I suggest having someone hold it up just so that it doesn't touch and ruin the design that you've already made. Now with your melted white chocolate, you want to pipe some rings around the top and then go again with your brown chocolate and do the same. To finish it off, you want to add your crushed Oreos to the top of that half. Now that you have the base decorations, you want to take some toothpicks and insert 5 on each side so that you get 6 even pieces of cheesecake. You want to go with your bag of whipped cream and pipe little dollops of whipped cream in between each set of toothpicks. Now place your halved Oreos and halved Reese's on top of each dollop of whipped cream. And there you have it, your delicious half Oreo, half Reese's cheesecake. Make sure to subscribe down below if you'd like to see more videos. If you have any questions or comments, always feel free to comment or DM me on my Instagram @thebrickery.